Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be discussing about BTC. Is it ready for a new all-time high, or there is one more correction incoming today or also this week? I'm going to be discussing Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, altcoins, altcoin season, and so much more. So if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. And this video, guys, is brought to you by our partner, Bluefin, the best non-KYC exchange. We run so many promotions every day to get free discounts, free USDT. So sign up with my code as well as BTUnix, guys, an amazing non-KYC exchange. Guys, at the moment, Bitcoin is sitting around 123,000, had a beautiful rebound coming from this point. I told you, if you were following me before, that I was in a minus with Bitcoin. You can see on our trading results, guys. I got a page on our VIP group which is basically full of amazing results. I want to show you from here. We went long, we went short, and basically if I go and scroll back, don't mind all of my green trades from my professional, from my member, guys. You can see from here 122,540 minus 28% on the only trade that was in red. I closed all my position from here. I went in short, guys, and now the short went in profit. I need to go and scroll down so much. You can see 122,540 and then 9.45%, and then 41% short in Solana and short in Ethereum. Guys, we are making money like there is no tomorrow. Look at Bandy, one of my members, 400%, guys, in the last pump of Ethereum. So if you are interested to really learn about trading, about investing, you want like a community of professional members that are gonna tell you exactly what's going on, when to buy, when to sell. Also, have crypto weekly updates every single week on how to basically navigate these markets, crypto trading ideas, anything you can think of, guys, come on the VIP. There is a link in the description with a trader as well as all of our trading results, guys. I document everything. Last time I was in loss with Bitcoin. I show you how to give you the full transparency and also show you now that I went in profit again. But now let's talk about BTC. So very important event coming today. I don't want to waste any of your time. It's going to be Jerome Powell talking. He's going to talk about the economy. He's going to give us a hint if they're going to continue with rate cuts or if he's scared and all the rubbish, right? So that probably could be posing a little bit of a threat with Bitcoin. So right now the situation is the following. So we're basically forming a potential. So we broke down from this ascending channel. We're now trying to retest the channel, and the two scenarios I could be looking from now are going to be the following. Number one is going to be that Bitcoin is going to be able to go and reclaim this area around 125, then do something like that. A potential, what we call the five-wave structure, is going to be like a 1, a 2, 3, 4, 5, and then finish by probably November around 130 to 135 $1,000. Or if the Jerome Powell speech is going to be bearish, he's going to talk about no rate cuts or something like that, what could be happening to really clear, I would say, to push the price a little bit more down with BTC? You can see that this could also be what we call a ABC correction. You can see we had the first drive. You can see the correction from here, and then from here they could be having a rejection and to go down this way. Do you know if this is the right, this is going to be right, or this is going to be right? Nobody fucking knows, guys. But what I can show you, which is quite interesting, is a little bit of things. Number one is that if you actually look more inside in these candles here, you can see that we have lots of what we call negative delta, meaning that there are so many aggressive sellers right now. So if Bitcoin is not going to be able to go and basically close above, let's say 124, 125 as soon as possible, then with all this negative delta, we could be seeing more continuation to the downside. Also, the other thing that I want to show you is that there is this part here called the CVD, cumulative volume delta. From this, you can see that Bitcoin is going higher like that, and then the CVD is forming basically like a series of low numbers. In general, that signifies that Bitcoin is getting exhausted. All the basically buyers are getting absorbed by sellers, and then we can see more flash. And by the way, guys, if you want to learn all of this, I'm basically releasing a new course on order flow, which is going to come on my yearly membership. So if you want to purchase the yearly membership, guys, you can go on Freedom Trading Academy. You can go from here, and it's going to show you everything about our membership. You're going to have a course for beginners, intermediate, and also advanced with this order flow. This, guys, this is the holy grail of crypto. If you want to learn how to trade properly, that's what you have to learn how to do. But right now, guys, basically, the expectation is going to be the following. We could be seeing maybe one last dip down to 117, 118, going into this order block, and then we can see the real movement coming up, which in my opinion will be making sense to, instead of like seeing like, you know, straight away a pump up like that, and then we can see a continuation. But otherwise, as I said before, nobody has the magic wand to tell you exactly what could be happening, and we could be seeing easy a continuation from here if Jerome Powell is going to say today they're going to cut rates and all of that. Now, next one I want to discuss today, guys, Ethereum. Ethereum in a very similar situation. We had a breakdown from here. We're basically trying to, again, to go and reclaim this area. You can see I'm going to cancel this point. So the question is, what is going to be happening with Ethereum? So if it's going to be able to go and close, let's say, with a 4-hour chart above $4,600, then there is a chance that we're probably going to be seeing more continuation to the upside, and a target probably could be around 4,800 to even $5,000. It could be probably be reaching this level again and to continue higher, and then potentially we're going to see a more meaningful correction. To me, I'm going to also explain a little bit of things, a little bit macro-wise, but looks like this basically rally is getting a little bit tired. I might be totally wrong, but to see a euphoric scenario right now with BTC, I probably could be expecting more of a pullback before seeing this continuation to the upside. Don't get me wrong, macro things are looking very, very bullish, but at the same time, what I would like to see from here, again, very similar to BTC, could be go down to here, a little bit of a pullback from here, and then another drive to the downside, potentially in between 4,200, 4,300, and then we're going to see a continuation to maybe form like what we call an inverted head and shoulder. That could be the potential scenario. So, you know, if you're going to buy and sell, bear in mind of this potential option. Very important. Now, the next one I want to discuss today, guys, Solana. Solana, interesting situation as well. You can see that we basically had a crazy dive to the downside. We dropped to like, you know, 192, went up to 237, dropped again. So the question is, again, is Solana going to go and is going to be able to basically reclaim this area? So very bullish is going to be if Solana is going to be able to go and basically go above, let's say 240. We could see more continuation to the upside. But for me, probably a more, I would say, logical scenario could be a potential drop, like another drop. So coming from here, 1, 2, 3, go down to around 205, 210. And then we're going to see a continuation to the upside. Again, every scenario can happen right now. I'm not saying like, you know, that I'm right and this is going to happen 100%, but I would like you to basically keep your mind open, okay? So there could be some choppiness, some fuckery coming in the next few days. So I really would like you to, you know, to pay attention to this and just don't go blind, leverage 100x, then, you know, you're going to get totally destroyed. But right now, that's what I can see with Solana, unless, of course, we're going to go and close above this way. Now, let's talk about a little bit more about macro. That's probably what you're really interested in right now. It's let's have a look first of all, guys. Altcoins, total free. Total free, that's where we are right now. Okay, we can see that we are into a point where we have been breaking all-time high. Okay, so we broke all-time high, but at the same time, as I told you before, we are struggling to close above this level. So what it will be very bullish is that next week we are going to see a potential close above, let's say, $1.2 trillion. If that happens, then we're going to have a chance to basically continue with this trend to go to the upside. But if it doesn't happen, then very similar to BTC, we could be into an exhausting move, looking at the S&P 500, looking at gold, guys. Everything is just pumping like crazy. And right now as well, you can see that we are basically forming a potential wedge. So there's one here, there is one here. So what I'm basically thinking is, are we going to continue to pump higher like there is no tomorrow, or is going to be more likely to go and drop a little bit, recharge the batteries, and then we're going to continue higher. Okay, that's, I think, is probably my scenario is going to be the latter. There's going to be something like that, maybe like a little fake out, drop to here, and then probably continuation. Okay, but we're going to see. Other couple of things to take into consideration is going to be talking about, of course, like, you know, a potential correction with BTC, with altcoins, and anything is also like the DXY, guys. DXY right now is forming a very important base. I think this is going to be like a short-term correction, like a short-term pump, which then is probably going to go and continue to the downside. But you can see from here, the XY basically is the measure the dollar against other currencies, and in general, the XY, whenever pumps, is not good for stocks and crypto. So what we could be seeing from here could be potentially the XY to go back to 101, 101, put some pressure on crypto, put some pressure on stocks, and then it's going to do the final capitulation event down to 89 to 90, where risk assets are going to go completely insane. Okay, what could it be the catalyst? I have no idea right now, but probably discontinual rate cuts is probably going to be potentially like liquidity injection and such and such. Also, very important to discuss about altcoin season. You can see that right now, which is actually quite interesting, is that the Bitcoin dominance started to go down a little bit more, had a little bit of a pullback, but still I'm expecting we could be going up again towards 60 to 61%. Let Bitcoin basically finish the cycle, and then we could be seeing altcoins to go insane again. So we're gonna have an A and a B and then a C, and probably even lower than that. Okay, when we're gonna basically be going down to here, then I'm expecting Bitcoin to consolidate, and of course altcoins to go totally insane. That's what I'm expecting. And another couple of things today, so that I would like to analyze. It's S&P 500 again into a complete parabolic melt up. I don't even know how to define this anymore, but what you need to be careful, of course, is the multiple bearish divergence you can see from here. Okay, so in general, doesn't mean that if you have a bearish divergence we have to drop, but it's something that you have to be careful, because right now everybody is over leveraged, everybody is thinking about a melt up, everybody is longing like there is no tomorrow, and you can see that right now we're going to get to a point where this is going to go. Is it going to continue to go up to 8,000 in a straight line, or are we going to see a little bit of a pullback, maybe going down to, we can have a look at this, right? Looking at our Fibonacci, is it going to go down, let's say, to 6,300, 6,400 before continuing higher? Okay, because I know like about the cyclicality where we are with Bitcoin, with the macro cycle and everything, right? But to me, it would be making more sense where we're going to go and basically have a sell-off down to here and then another continuation, because we're basically running out of steam. We need some fresh liquidity for market makers to go and basically liquidate some people, and then we can actually go and continue higher. Same thing, guys, to gold. Gold now had a pullback right now, but look where we are. Like, it's totally insane, and I wouldn't be surprised if it's going to go and pull back. But if gold is going to pull back, that is going to be actually be very good for crypto, because in general, whenever gold starts to consolidate, then crypto pumps a lot. Now, the last thing I want to discuss as well, which I think is important, it's the total market cap. So things haven't changed, guys. You can see this beautiful chart starting from here. As I was saying before, what I'm basically expecting right now is that potentially we're going to end the cycle around this area. There are so many rumors, so many people saying that this is not going to be the top. We should be basically able to go and see way higher targets of like 9 trillions or $11 trillion, okay? But right now, to be very conservative, to show you the no BS approach, what I'm basically looking at right now for potentially Q4 or even early Q1 could be crypto total cap to probably reach in between probably 4.9 to $5 trillion, which of course is going to be a lot. So again, remember RSI, you can see all these levels reaching like in 94, 93, like here 90. So what I could be expecting for I would say the next one, okay, the next peak, I could be expecting us to go up to here. Okay, and if you're gonna go up to here, maybe we can see crypto total market cap to go up to this area. It's going to be very interesting to see the next few months what is going to be happening, but I would say short, like medium term, still very, very bullish. Okay, so basically what I mean by that is that even with Bitcoin, if you're going to see any pullback, I think it's going to be and not financial advice, but it's going to be a very good thing to buy pullbacks, because you can see like the bullish trend now is intact and there is no other problems. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Also in our group, guys, the VIP group, I basically selecting coins where I'm going to go and long if this bull market is going to continue, when I'm buying spot, when I'm selling in spot. So very important, because there are some coins which are going to do better than others. So come and join us, guys, because you're going to get guidance basically every single day. But otherwise, you have a fantastic day, and I'm going to see you tomorrow for another video. Take care and see you soon.